Good morning, everybody.
Up to the time when the Federation of Uganda Football Association president has announced he's stepping down for further investigations. And the pressure has come from FIFA, not Uganda. It is a problem in our system, not only as in regard to sports. Now, what happens to other Ugandans who have been seeking justice in your offices, Madam Grace Akulo? So that is why I'm sitting today, this press conference, to inform you that I still have my petition in your offices, the Director of Criminal Investigation. I need to know, as a petitioner, how far you have gone with my petition. 2, we have an overseer ministry of sports in Uganda. I also petitioned the Minister of Sports in Uganda. I'm saying, Madam Janet Museveni, the Minister of Sports and Education, how far have you gone with my petition that I sent to you on the 7th of June 2017? It is almost 3 years, but I'm not getting any information from the ministry. So that is my discomfort. I think and I hope, if handled very well, I'll be very grateful. Because the Ministry of Sports should be the very first person to fight for the integrity of the sports and all other games in this country. Our finances go through your ministry to the Federation of Uganda Football Association. So how are we very sure that the money you give to the Federation of Uganda Football Association is in good hands or has been handled very well, if even at this moment you cannot handle to the dot my petition, which looks very simple as it is? So that is why I'm asking you, I'm calling upon all other agencies, mainly 2 agencies of government. 1, the Minister of Education and Sports, to give us an update as a country of how far they have gone with my petition. 2, the Director of Criminal Investigation, to also tell us, if I have no case, you tell the country that Honorable Ssewanyana has no case, is in regard to the petition I sent to you. So the same thing should happen to the minister. You should come up with the results of the petition. You give me an answer. That is what I'm asking for, and that is why I'm sitting this press conference. And I ask why, as journalists, why didn't you ask him that the letter they sent to you telling you 2 months, why don't you give us a copy? Because me, I have a copy, but I'm not bound to showing it to you. And I know what is in that letter. Why doesn't he give you a copy, like the way he gave you my petition? And you read for yourself what the letter and the contents of the letter do say. It is not 2 months. They are saying you have to step aside until when we conclude our investigations. And the investigations can take 1 week. can take 2 days, can take 6 months, can take 1 year, can take 3 years, as it has been with my petition. But I know with the politics going around, my friend might be preparing a safe landing and a safer transition to the next head of the federation, as it has been in previously, wanting to stay with a hand in the running of soccer in this country.
We all know that he's a sports figure in Uganda, and we all know that him as the Honorable MP, he sits on the committee responsible for sports in this country. And so the complaint went through him, and it was about the reselling of tickets. We know that Mr. Magogo Hashim Moses is the president, and his administration was responsible. The last time we had a press conference, I think I was very clear. I gave Mr. Magogo wise counsel. I told him to resign. But being a culture in Uganda, people wait the eventuality or the known to happen to them, and then the consequences, they start making them look as if they are political. We know very well that with evidence that my client put forward, both in writing, which was documentary, and video, it was on that basis that I advised Mr. Magogo to resign. And my client also advised him to resign. But now the chicken have come home to roost. FIFA announced that Mr. Magogo is going to step aside as investigations are being done. When we talk about investigations, there's no time period when investigations will end, or when investigations or a conclusion to that investigation will be done. It is true, and we want to confirm, and we thank FIFA that it has brought sanity by really doing what most ordinary Ugandans have always wanted to be done, to bring accountability in our sports. So as Mr. Magogo steps aside, we are also not so comfortable even with his administration, but we want FIFA to give us a conclusive investigation in this matter, to see that all those who are culpable are brought to book. Our biggest concern, and to me it's a shame, that our authorities here in Uganda, which are well capable, we know very well, have not taken this matter seriously. My client, as he reported in FIFA, he also reported in the Directorate of CID, and we have not had any response. It's now 2 years. These are very serious matters. Most of the money that is given to FIFA is coming from the taxpayer. Most of the activity that FIFA is doing, the one of Uganda, are in public interest. We know that the relationship is both private and public, but an ordinary Ugandan has a stake in this. So we are calling upon the Ministry of Education and Sports, the minister in particular, who we know that has all capacity by law, by instruments of law, to come and take this matter seriously, not to wait for the verdicts of FIFA. Let us also take on personal initiative. We also call on Director CID. There was a complaint which was put there, but we've had no more. And we find that this is not a good picture. We know that the CID people are very competent. This is an issue involving resale of tickets. This is a criminal offense. So we call upon those institutions to come along and join FIFA and ensure that the administration and